yeah, my son at 8 weeks old came down with a lung condition that caused some lung damage, and he wasn't doing really well. Spent some time in the hospital. I actually have a picture I found of him in the hospital with an IV in his head. And we'd gone to the pulmonologist and the doctors, and he was on plenty of medication, and he wasn't getting any better. And of course, I didn't listen to my nurse mother or my pharmacist father. What do they know? So I figured I'd do it. But we got to the point where I ran out of options. I mean, he was not doing well. He was on all sorts of medication, like say his. It was a really tough time, actually. And finally, I listened to my father. I did my due diligence. I put Brandon on several of these Univera products, and within a very short period of time, we got him off the medication. And we were so in touch with his health. I mean, we had to wake up, we had to set our alarm every 4 hours through the night, give him nebulizer treatments, and I mean, all sorts of stuff. And it was just, it broke your heart. And as a dad, you're willing to do anything for your son. And so, we got him on the Univera products, and his immune system recovered, and just to support the beauty that the human body is, the miracle that we have to repair and rebuild. I mean, it was just amazing to watch what happened. You saw a total transformation in Brandon. You fast forward, Brandon's 14. He'll be 15 next. He gets his learner's permit, for crying out loud. He'll be driving around now, and he now has an immune system like none other. I think he got his first cold that he's had in years. And this was a little boy you would sneeze on, or you'd breathe on him, and he'd end up, in the hospital again, type of thing. And, he's played football, lacrosse, basketball, track and field. I think he's played every sport you can possibly think of. And this is for somebody they said would carry around an inhaler. He would never play sports. And it was interesting. We just had his appointment at the doctor, and the doctor was looking at his chart, and he's looking at numbers, and mind you, the pulmonologist said basically because of the steroids he would be stunted growth, he'd probably be short. But the doctor's looking here at his growth chart, and he's sitting here saying, well, now do you have late growers in your family? This doesn't really make sense. But the way I've got it is I've got him growing 3.5 inches a year for the next 3 years. That puts him at like 6'6". So, he's like, I'm confident in saying 6'4", but the point is Brandon's truly a Univera baby. I mean, he has been on the product since 18 months old, and he's remarkable.